What's up, guys? It is your girl Smooch, aka Tarina, or Tarina, aka Smooch, and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to, thank you guys for tuning in first and foremost. This is a new channel for me. I've been doing YouTube for now under a year, more so on and off, recently more so on. So welcome to my channel. You'll find fashion, yoga with Smooch, of course, which is a huge part of my life, motivational and inspirational talks and guidance, and what it's like to be natural hair wise, and things that are just the overall good for your self help, for your self love, and to aid you on your self love journey. So that's what basically my channel is about. But this vlog, of course, is just going to be daily life situations that I've been going through, that I've experienced, shall I say. I went to go see a great movie. I had some mommy and daughter time with my mother. Random thoughts, like just, regular content. But if you could do me a favor, again, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share, and, with your people, spread the word. And also comment down below what kinds of content you would, content suggestions, shall I say, on what you would like to see on this channel. Let's get into it. By the way, I know I have received like a lot of DMs and text messages on, tutorials that I should do on head ties and head wraps. So that's probably going to be a part of my next vlog for sure. I don't know why. I can make up a bunch of excuses as to why I haven't done it yet, but don't think that I've forgotten about you guys. I'll definitely do it. I'll do them in different styles, when I don't feel like doing my hair, or if I'm just trying to, I'm a firm believer of protective styling. So that's why I do my buns or whatever like that, and to protect my crown. So look out for that as well. Okay, now we can get into the actual vlog. Mwah! So I just finished watching Black Klansman, the Spike Lee movie. I didn't even know anything about this movie. My mom been dying to take me to see this movie. And number one, excellent movie for sure. But I definitely a needed to see movie. Definitely just about to set this down. Definitely where, for awareness, and I never felt more proud to be of who I am. I feel like it's a movie that showcases the beauty of African American skin for sure. There's a reason as to why I don't really watch movies that are so woke, that bring so much awareness, because it just does so much to my spirit, and it just brings me to a place of borderline depression and of sorrow. That's why I've never really taken to movies like that or whatever, to movies that have such woke content. But today, something different happened, because I know I'm growing. The place where sorrow and despair would typically reside has now been replaced with empowerment. So if you've not seen the movie Black Klansman, the latest Spike Lee joint, definitely go and see it. Support black art. Latest Spike Lee joint, and wow, so amazing, like so amazing. And I don't typically watch movies like this because I typically feel like it brings sorrow and despair and hurt that I have not been mature enough to deal with. But oh ye wait. I feel empowered. Of course, with any Spike Lee joint, you're gonna feel woke as fuck. I feel woke as fuck. And I'm glad my mother took me to see this movie, because I didn't even know anything about this movie until she said something about it. So thank you, Mommy, for taking me to see this movie that I had no knowledge of. It's woke as...
He's an on-time God.
Yes, he is.
He's an on-time God. Yes, he is.
It was a good movie. Overall,
was.
it was a great movie. It was a great movie. Spike Lee another joint on his hands.
He did that.
He definitely did that.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. I didn't know anything about this movie. Like I said, my mother been telling me, you haven't known about Black Klansman? I'm like, no. But yeah, so proud of that.
Yes. Hi.
Somebody smoking weed.
Where you coming from? Someone kind of puff puff pass me.
Another successful mommy-daughter outing.
I love my thing.
I should never really doubt my mom because I never used to want to watch the movies that she liked, but she put me on the Harlem Nights, and so she always.
$100.
I thought that was for Green Mile. No, you gave me $100 for Harlem Nights too.
No, it was for.
Sorry.
It was for. It wasn't for. I said.
It was for Harlem Nights.
No,
When
it
I
was
was
for Harlem Nights because you said you learned all the words. Yep.
But I remember her making me watch Harlem Nights, and I had never heard the movie before. And she paid me $100, and that's how I ended up watching it. It's like it's one of my favorite movies to this day. So I should never. Mommy be knowing about the good movies.
How did you feel about it?
I was just telling them that. Hold on, I'll be back. Go ahead, Ma. She just wanted to come on.
Come
on, Mommy.
Just want to thank you, Heavenly Father. My daughter is so beautiful. I've always been conceited about her since she was a baby. Isn't this true, Trina?
Yep.
Don't show me. Hi, everybody. I just want to let you know that if you have any baby pictures of your daughter, my daughter look better than yours. All the time.
That is so not
all the
right.
time. All
She's
the
supposed
time.
to be a Christian woman.
I'm Christian about it.
So we here at Cheesecake Factory, and she mad because I wanted to get Dolce de
Listen,
Leche.
how come I look so dark in this video?
Anyway, she just upset because now she wanna get Dolce de Leche.
Yes, so I can eat something different. I don't want to.
I wanted Dolce de Leche, but she wanted me to get something.
And I want to save mine and take the rest of mine home.
Right. She wanted me to order
that?
something different so she could eat some of mine.
Do that.
Straight bipolar moments, for real. This is going on my YouTube. I hope you know that. Say hi to the people on YouTube.
Hi to the people. I bet you everybody mama don't look like their sister.
Yeah, we do get that a lot.
My
My supervisor said that. My supervisor was like, oh my gosh, your mother looks so young. She really looks like she could be your sister. I was like, yeah, I hear that all the time. Thank you.
That's pretty my drink love.
A virgin pina colada.
It's so good. He did the damn thing.
A virgin pina colada.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you know, your girl on that Jameson and ginger.
Our bartenders are so nice.
They at the Cheesecake Factory, by the way. You know something funny? I remember my mother never used to drink nothing virgin. She used to, especially her pina colada. She was like, give me a slice off of 42nd Street for her pina coladas. Now she's drinking virgin pina coladas. Times sure have changed. She's growing and maturing. It's not bad.
Thanks for turning us on to this place.
Right around the office. I'm so silly. So I was just talking this whole time and realized I hadn't pressed the record button. Anyhow, I just finished getting this sports massage from Medical Sports Massage Chirotherapy. My first sports massage. I always thought that a sports massage would be bomb because, like, the way the basketball players and I just always said to myself, oh my gosh, I probably would love whatever kind of massage LeBron James gets, or Jordan, or any kind of massage that they use. I would probably die in love for. First and foremost, they hurt in the beginning because they gotta break up all the muscle and fix your posture and all this other stuff. This Medical Sports Massage Chirotherapy place is located here in Georgia in the Sandy Springs area. My masseuse, I think his name is Arkel, and amazing. Like, amazing. I want to say this probably was my first massage from a man. Or I may have had a massage from a man before, but I typically prefer to have women massage on me. But honey, I never felt more comfortable, and he was just so humble, and I never felt more relaxed. I didn't feel like any type of violation, and I mean, he got in the nooks and the crannies, honey, from the rooter to the tutor. But he was super, his energy was just really cool. But the massage itself was so dope, and so I think I'm gonna sign up because I feel like I deserve a massage at least once a month. Now, financially speaking, I wish I could have one every 5 days. But with the whole me working out and being a yoga instructor and working out my clients, and then going to yoga practices myself, and then, you know, doing a lot of upping my cardio intake at the gym, and taking all these tread and shed classes and these Pilates classes and these fitness boot camp classes and all this other stuff like that. Like, I definitely need to invest in getting sports massages or massages, period. And it's like, everybody wants a massage because, oh yeah, it just feels so good and it's all grand. And no, that's not really why you get a massage. Well, that's not the only reason that you're supposed to get a massage, especially when you're working out, is because the reason should be, one of the reasons being, is that you need to recover well. And practices like getting massages help you recover well and help you recover better. As you can see in the clip that I'm going to show after my session was complete, I thought he was using all kind of different peppermint oils and different kind of like essential oils. He was using straight up coconut oil, honey. Love it. Love, 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 love it. So pretty dope. And I can always tell when I get a good massage because afterwards I feel congested, like not congested, but I feel like the mucus just, sorry, TMI, but FYI, when the mucus and stuff starts coming up, that means that they've broken it down really good in your body, and you never really realize how much mucus you have in your system until you get a really good deep massage or deep tissue massage or Swedish massage, because it kind of breaks up all of that's in your body. So excited. I feel so much better. Today is Monday, so typically I'd be on my way to the gym now for my hold on, let me see something. Yeah, for my tread and shed class, my boot camp class, and my Pilates class. But nope, your girl just got a massage and she's feeling all right. So it's off home to take a bath. I have the next 2 weeks off from school. I gotta find a book to read. I'm gonna stop at Trader Joe's and get some wine and stuff. Ooh, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. That's it, medical sports, massage, and chirotherapy. I'm so excited. Someone want to tell me how I went into Trader Joe's to buy toothpaste and dishwashing detergent and flowers for my mom. $60-something later. Let me show you guys. This is where I'm at, $60-something later. So I got all kinds of wines. Hello. Rosé for sure. And pizza and flour. The wines is what matters most. I don't get it. I don't get it. Never fails. But you can't go wrong with Trader Joe's. And another reason as to why I love going into Trader Joe's, right? It's always a pleasurable experience for sure. The best customer service experience I think I've had in quite some time, for sure. One of the cashiers, his name is Gary, literally talked to me and told jokes the entire time he was checking me out, to the point where I had to look at my receipt on the way out because I didn't know if he was charging me right, correct, wrong, or whatever, because I was just so enthralled in his conversation. He's a very mature guy, and he, goes to tell me that, he does free wine tastings on the weekends, and there's chocolates and cheese and just the overall pleasant guy. He said that, he worked in corporate America for 60-something years, and he vowed to himself that the next job he has, if it's not fun, he's not doing it. And which is life lesson within itself. I can definitely say that. in the current position that I have right now. I've been here I was just talking to my supervisor, like almost 2 years, and it's like it doesn't even feel like it's been 2 years. I literally remember the day I interviewed. I remember my first day starting on the job, like, and I can't believe it's coming up on 2 years already. So, you know, and that was one thing I said, because the job that I held previously was not fun. It was very stressful and taxing on my emotions and body, for sure. And I said the next role that I take, I mean, I have to have fun. It has to make me happy some way, somehow. And, you know, God and the universe blessed me with the position that I have now. But anyway, back to Gary. He is, you know, he was just the most sweetest, gentle spirit comedian, as he likes to refer to himself, that I've met in such a long time. And it felt so good to have that kind of customer service experience. Like, I'm a wino. Love wine. I don't really need to go to the wine tasting or the free wine tasting this weekend at all, because I have just about sampled every kind of wine that Trader Joe's has to offer. And I kind of know it to and from, back and front. But I'm going just to go to be in the company of Gary. Like, that's just so dope when a person can really make you feel that way and have that effect on you after literally a conversation of a total of maybe 5 minutes, and leave such a lasting impact on you. That is amazing. And I now understand why, as a bartender, people rave about me the way they do. Like, you know what, I will never forget this experience. And I guess that's how I've made them feel, and I completely understand it now. Like, that was just such great customer service. And because it really bothers me, like, bad customer service, oh my gosh, like, really grinds my gears. And it's not because I'm a great tipper, I'm not, because I'm the kind of tipper that even if you give me sucky service, I will still tip you. Maybe not as much, but I will still tip you. But it's not even about monetary reasons for me. I just love great customer service, because no one should feel like they're being sold anything to. I feel like that's the point of customer service, especially if you're in the sales business. You should not feel like your customer should not, or client should not feel like they're being sold anything to. Like, no. And when someone can provide a natural environment or a natural experience where you feel happy about the purchases that you're making. Like, I went into Trader Joe's to spend at most $15. I went in for some dishwashing detergent, for some flowers for my mom, and toothpaste. At most $15. I walked out spending over $65. Because, you know, and I didn't feel bad about it. Thankfully, thank God, I'm able to, you know, go over my budget. But after that experience with Gary, I just felt like I was like, oh my gosh, he just made me feel so much better about spending almost $70. Like, I just felt so great. And it's like, you know, when you go to those restaurants or you go somewhere and people, you can tell they're really not into their job. They're just doing it for a job, and you know, they just having a bad day, and they're rude and snippy, and it's like, oh my gosh. It's like Chick-fil-A. There now, as a gay woman, I try not to eat Chick-fil-A at all. But, you know, I do eat it from time to time. But because if you have not heard, Chick-fil-A's, the owner said straight up, he don't want gay people buying his food. Don't buy no chicken over here if you gay. Whatever. But one thing about Chick-fil-A, their service is just, I have never been to a Chick-fil-A and had a bad experience. I've never had a bad Chick-fil-A experience, like, ever. Like, ever. And I've been to a few, like, I've never had a bad experience with Chick-fil-A. I wonder how the Chick-fil-A customer service is in New York. That I would pay money to see if they're just as nice. They can't be just as nice, but they probably are really nice, you know. But whatever. I'm rambling. Pay me no mind. Hey, random moments, random thoughts. Like, when do gas prices go back down? So I live in the South. I live in Georgia. And so coming from New York, of course, the gas prices are relatively cheap anyway, because I'm hearing that in New York, Jesus Christmas, the gas prices are like almost $5 a gallon, whereas out here on a good day, it's like the gas prices are around 2 something and change. And when it's high, it's like 3 something and change. And you know, that's still good, but just randomly wondering when the gas price is gonna go back down to the low 2s, high 1s. Like, when's that gonna happen? I'd be grateful and appreciative for when that happens. Why is it still that we live in a country and in a society where to eat healthier costs double, if not almost triple the amount it will cost to eat crappy? Like, you can go to McDonald's and get a full meal for $7. You go to Whole Foods and get a piece of fruit for like $15 for just a fruit salad. Why is it that it seems in this day and age the grass is greener on the other side seems to be what's popular? Romance, it seems like romance and chivalry are dead. It seems as though no one believes in loyalty or commitment anymore. It seems like the whole dating scene and being courted or doing the courting doesn't exist anymore. Like, why? And I had a moment about this on Instagram. I'll probably plug it in after this clip. Oh, within the social media realm that we live in today, right? And the platform that certain people are given, the influencers of this day and age and the people with the high social media statuses, these relationship couples, or on YouTube, these YouTube couples, or popular people basically from social media. They get together and people, we watch them, we see them flourish. It's like we see them for a minute, they start, I guess, dating when they really just starting to fuck or whatever like that. That's when you see them on social media. If they get into an argument, you know about it because they take to social media to air their business out, or some don't, or whatever like that. And the people who don't, of course, smart choices, they keep them to themselves, but they air all the pretty laundry and don't want to air the dirty laundry. And then out of nowhere you find out, oh well, we're not together anymore, we're no longer engaged, oh this nigga cheated on me, he had a baby, oh she been fucking this guy and fucking that guy, and oh she been cheating on me with another girl. Like, it's just like, that's when all the dirty laundry decides to be aired. And it's just like, it's so annoying for people like me, because it's like, it seems like no one's happy, genuinely happy these days, because you can't really say you're happy when you're living in a day and age where no one really wants to be committed. All this open relationship, openness and open that. And shout out to those who can successfully make a relationship work when it's open. I don't have anything against it. I personally don't feel like it's for me, but shout out to those who make it work. But even within my own situation that a lot of you guys don't know, I recently went through a breakup, officially over a year ago. More recently, coming into terms what it is, and what it is what it is, and what it was is what it was. But speaking from experience of, someone who decided to feel like the grass was greener on the other side, it seems like that's okay, because the modern day of the side chick has risen. The modern day of, oh well, let me just do what I gotta do to get by and screw everybody else's emotions, those days have risen. The modern day of, where am I going? I hope I'm going the right direction. The modern day of, I'd rather not be really committed to someone, but really want the perks of being committed to that person. So basically just using them has risen. And I'm not just speaking in terms of my own situation, like, God, no. Just in general, it just seems like this is what the day we live in, the day and age we live in, where everybody is so amped up on social media and so amped up to make videos of being in love and stuff like that, but we don't see the groundwork it takes to have a successful relationship, because number one, people are too lazy to figure it out, or don't want to be bothered
with the things that are not the glitz and glamour, and rather just be surfaced, you know? And that's just so unfortunate. I thought that what I was going through was just like, oh my gosh, this is the only person in the world that does this shit. But now that I, you know, being single for so long, I realized that it's a modern day thing. Like, that is the day we live in. And I, you know, thanks to social media, thanks to the whole Love and Hip Hop and all these reality but non-reality TV shows and influences that we have on this generation, is just insane. And then we have these YouTube couples who, shout out to the ones who are in authentic relationships, but those who are literally just putting on for the camera, and the ones that, you know, you can tell that their content is scripted. It's just a bit frustrating, to say the least. That's just one of my random thoughts. A big random thought, but one of my random thoughts. To my friend, because she sent me a post about, like, you know, a popular Instagram couple breaking up or whatever like that. And it's just so disheartening to say that I wasn't shocked, because we live in a day and age where everybody thinks that the grass is greener on the other side, and people breaking up left and right. That's just crazy. The reality of it is that loyalty does not exist anymore. Well, I'm not going to say it doesn't exist, because I have a few friends who are in real relationships. And shout out to those of you who are in real relationships. Please, if y'all can make it through this time, God, Lord, have you mercy. Because I'm just so tired of hearing, oh, this person break up, oh, this person not friend, oh, like, all right, I've experienced it in my own life too as a single woman, but like, not outside of me, like, it just feels like this year has just been the year of all truths coming out, people not really happy. Like, you have no idea how annoying it is that I no longer even get shocked when I hear about all these things going on and coming to the light. It's just like, oh gosh, really another one. Like, that is so sad. It is so freaking sad. It's like when I meet people who say they've been together for X amount of years, or I had a coworker who just recently celebrated her 19th wedding anniversary. It's like, shout out to you guys. Like, oh my gosh, it gives some type of hope, but God, Lord. Okay, another random thought. Why are we still in 2018 dealing with the gender pay gap? Like, why? I recently seen a post that on social media, on Instagram in specific, where Nia Long was like, you know, I have played in many movies where I have made the men in those movies millions, while I made bare peanuts off of them. I've seen them succeed from my work because of this whole gender pay gap. Why? Why is it that in 2018 we're still dealing with this? Why? I think that women have more than enough proven themselves that we deserve equal pay. And I won't even bother to get into the whole women of color, or, you know, the minority women that make up this world's majority contribution. I won't even get into that. But why? Like, why are we still dealing with this? Why is there still modern day slavery? As you guys, you know, have seen, I went to go see the Black Klansman with my mom, and if you haven't seen it, it's the newest, it's the latest Spike Lee joint. So amazing, so powerful, definitely felt empowered. But it's like, this, I completely understand why the Black Panthers, you know, existed. Because of all this. Oh, I'm trying not to get emotional about it because it genuinely makes me so sad. Just move. Let's move on. Let's just move on. Why is it okay for people to discriminate within religion? And why is it okay for the biggest hypocrites to be in church, in the Christian churches, and wonder why people are afraid to come to church? Because they're afraid, or they have a strong dislike from being discriminated against. Why? Why is it okay for your pastor to degrade and berate people that have a different sexual orientation and preference, but still look at the young girls that are 17, that are in their teenage years, and some of them sleep with them. Why is that okay? Because if sin is sin, right? Why is it okay to look at someone's lifestyle and call it abomination and call it sin? And this goes for all facets. Like, I can only speak from a Christian point of view because that's the religion that I've followed and practiced for my life. Although I am a yogi, although I do adapt a lot of the Buddhist practices. But why? Why is it that we choose hate over love when it should be the opposite? Not saying that choosing love over hate is certainly easy, because it is one of the most difficult things ever. But why is it that it's innate in us to choose hate? Like, we have to find a reason to love someone. I mean, to hate someone instead of trying to find a reason to love someone. Random thoughts with Smooch. Random thoughts with Smooch. I had a conversation on purpose not too long ago, and I was pretty, happy with the outcome of the conversation. I got an email yesterday. Oh my gosh. I got an email. So there's a situation where it's a girl. A lot of the people who email me and write to me are women. I only get like a sprinkle of men every once in a while, but a lot of them are women. So I got an email from a woman who, has been with her man for 14 years. She never wanted to get married. He never wanted to get married. That was one of the things that, brought them together for their own personal reasons. Not because of, he wants to cheat on me and nothing like that. But they just decided they just didn't want to get married. Like, some people just don't want to have kids. Whatever. And about 10 years into it, her feelings started to change. And now she wants to get married. But she doesn't know how to tell him this because she's afraid that she'll lose him, because she clearly thinks that, or he's made it very clear that he doesn't want to get married. So my question to her was, why are you afraid to tell someone that you've been with for almost half of your life your feelings? Whether it's about marriage or anything like that, like, you've been with someone for that long, there's no reason, in my opinion, that you should have any fear to have a conversation. Well, not have any fear, that's natural, but you shouldn't have had this conversation within the last 4 years when your feelings started to change. And I think that it's important that we stay in tune with our emotions, within our bodies, of course, and within the people that we're involved with. Stay in tune with them, because feelings do change. Emotions do change. That's what evolution is about. It's a constant change, right? So at the end of the day, as soon as you start to settle with the fact that your mind is made up on what your emotions are and what your opinions are, if you're in a situation or a relationship or whatever the case may be with someone, that person deserves the right to know. So and I had to basically tell, like, for 4 years is way too long. I can even understand a couple of months or whatever, like, but once after 4 years, you knew for sure that you want to get married, that is a conversation that should be had with your partner. So I just encourage us all to communication, to stay in constant communication with those that we allow into our lives. I'm not just saying partnerships or, like, relationships with your significant other. I'm talking about family, friends, co-workers, whatever the case may be. My supervisor and I are so tight that when something is wrong with either one of us, we kind of sense it, and we see each other like twice or 3 times a month. But like in our communication via text message or email, she can sense when something is wrong with me, and I sense when something is wrong with her, and we have a conversation about it. We clarify some things, we get our emotions out, we try to take our feelings out of it, but because we're so close and connected, we can have the conversation of, this made me feel this way, or that what you said and what you did made me feel that way, X, Y, and Z, and then we move on from it. Communication is so freaking important. And I'm not saying it's a great thing to be an over communicator, such as myself, but I am grateful that I am a communicator, at least, because I have witnessed firsthand what it's like to not be a communicator. To, number one, not know how to communicate effectively, and number two, not want to learn how to communicate effectively, or not want or have the desire to communicate. I have witnessed that firsthand, and that is just like one of the worst things in relationships. And I'm not talking about, like I said, just relationships with your significant other, but relationships in general, with the people that you socialize with, that you allow into your life. Communication is key. That's all I got.
Well, guys, thank you so much again for tuning into the I Serve Realness channel. I do greatly appreciate all your love, support, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up.